Colorado High School Activities Association softball is on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. This afternoon from Jocelyn Field, it's another league clash as the visiting Timnath Cubs take on the Brush Bee Diggers. I'm John Beltran. This game got underway early, and we just had the end of the top of the first inning on a double play. A line drive double play hit by Lily Miller, the opposing pitcher, with a runner at second after a six-pitch walk, and then a grounder to third. And that line drive just doubled up the runner at second, so the Bee Diggers will be at the plate heading to the bottom of the first inning. We'll set the lineup for the Bee Diggers. Batting first is the left fielder Keely Langford. The shortstop Braylon Rule hits second. Carly Tatalini in center hits third. The cleanup hitter is the second baseman Brisa Aguirre Garcia. Avery Lefevre, the pitcher, hits fifth. Mason Unrein in right field at sixth. Olivia Gillick, the first baseman, bats seventh. Amaya Bruno at third hits eighth. And Delaney Dracker, the catcher, hits ninth. We have the battery. We know that the pitcher is Lily Miller. And catching is, I believe, let's see, that's Leilana Meckley. Yeah, we don't have the entire alignment defensively for the Cubs, who are 0-14 going in. The Bee Diggers have won 10 games in a row, and they are 12-2. As the Bee Diggers have been just playing incredible softball. They just picked up their 10th consecutive win on Tuesday, a 17-3 road victory against the Platte Valley Broncos. And stepping in will be Keely Langford. She was hitting over 700. Then went 0 for 1 against Platte Valley. The right-hander Lily Miller to the plate. Swung on and lined on one hop. Backhanded by the shortstop. Throw to first is in time. And that pitch was well off the plate, but Keely hit it hard. Nice play over at short. And that play made by Tessa Strand. And there's one down. Excellent defensive play on that one hopper, the pitch. Bee Diggers trying to be aggressive, but Braylon Rule takes that high. One ball and no strikes. And the offering. Swing and a miss. Swung over that pitch. Yeah, you don't want to develop any sloppy habits facing an 0-14 team because the Cubs have nothing to lose. They've got a bunch of freshmen, and it's essentially a new school. And they have been shut out in their last 3 league games, and that's a strike down the middle. It's 0-2 from Lily Miller to Braylon Rule. On deck is Carly Tatalini. One out and the base is empty. No score, bottom on the pitch. Off the glove of Meckley, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, certainly not the temperature we've had all season. 55 degrees at first pitch. 2-2. Swung on, line foul off to the left. Count remains at 2-2. Gabriella Janik is the third baseman. Tessa Strand at second. Alicia Schick at second. Strand is at short, and Zadia Diaz is at first base. And the 2-2. Swinging a foul at the end of the bat. Threw a changeup there, and Rule was out in front. Yeah, if you look at the games for the Cubs, it has not been pretty. But again, they're a first-year school. They're not supposed to really be competing. They've had 2 competitive games. That's it. Everything else has been one-sided, and the changeup is up and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Braylon Rule. Bee Diggers hitting well over 400 as a team going in. The pitch swung on and grounded foul along the third base side. Remains at 3-2. Brush hitting .440 as a team. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Braylon Rule. hitting .636 the pitch. Swung on line, foul. Ripped it down the third base side. Yeah, Keeley came in before her line drive out on one hop, hitting .688 with a limited number. That was her 19th plate appearance. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out, and the bases empty in the bottom of the first. No score. The offering, and that's outside. It's a walk to Braylon Rule. That'll bring up Carly Tatalini. Carly looking to get on track. Has actually picked up the average. Now hitting, let's see, .425. That pitch is up and away. Stolen base, no throw by Meckley. 1 ball and no strikes for Braylon Rule, her 12th stolen base of the season. And the pitch to the lefty, swung on and driven deep into right center field, way back, and it's off the bottom of the netting. Rounding third and scoring is Rule, and the Beat Diggers lead, and the ball gets away. Tatalini to third, no throw. It's 1-0 Brush. That's one of the harder hit balls we've seen all season. An RBI double. And to third on the throw in. That'll send up Brisa Aguirre Garcia. The stretch and a pitch. Outside. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 to Brisa. Miller looks in to the plate. Swung on line for a base hit into right center. That thing was scorched. It continues to roll towards the netting, and it's going to be an RBI double. Brisa heading to third. The throw, and she's going to be in there. And the Bay Diggers lead 2-0. Took a chance there, but got the RBI triple. And again, just close. Those are 2 very hard hit balls. And that has scored a triple for Aguirre Garcia. Here's Avery Lefevre. Every ball's been hit hard. Even the out by Langford. Lefevre awaits the pitch. Here it is. And takes it on the outside corner for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Lily Miller, the right-hander, delivers. That's a strike with a changeup inside corner at the knees. Blue uniforms with gold numerals and gray striped pants for the Cubs. The Bee Diggers in their gold uniforms and black pants. The pitch upstairs, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes through a rise ball. A walk, a double, and a triple after the first out of the inning. It is 1-2. The offering swung on, driven deep into left center field, way back, and it is off the bottom of the fence. Yep, and it's going to be another double. This one from Lefevre. Aguirre Garcia scores. The Bee Diggers have nearly hit a couple out, and it's 3-0. Man, they are tagging the softball this afternoon. And that's 3 consecutive extra base hits. That'll send up Mason Unrein. The offering. And that one sails to the screen. Runner to third. That's a courtesy runner over there. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch swung on and grounded foul. That pitch was very low. And inside, you don't want to swing at that. Can't get much on that. Got the contact, but certainly not contact she wanted. 1 ball and 1 strike to Mason Unrein. 3-0 Bee Diggers in the bottom of the first inning. A walk, a double, a triple, and a double. Swung on and lifted down the right field line. That could be trouble if it's fair. And it is fair just inside the line. Unrein to second. Mason's headed for third. And now she's going to round third. She's headed home. And the throw is going to be made late. That's going to be a straight-up home run. and inside the Parker for Unrein on a ball that was inside the line, and the Bee Diggers lead 5-0. Here's Amaya Bruno. So the Bee Diggers have nearly hit for the cycle. Swung on and grounded slowly down the third base side. Going to be a tough play. The throw to first will be late. And Bruno's going to beat it out. So they've hit for the cycle in this first inning. That ball was not hit hard, but in a perfect spot. Nice job of Janet getting to the ball, but she really had not too much of a play. So for the Bee Diggers, that is 5 hits in a row. Here's Olivia Gillick, swing and a miss, way out in front of the changeup. No balls and 1 strike. Looking in is Miller, the pitch. That's right there. No balls and 2 strikes. Gillick hitting .250 from the right side. Starting first baseman for the Bee Diggers. Bruno at first. The 0-2. Swung on and grounded foul to the screen. Remains at 0-2 to the number 8 hitter. Delaney Draggart is on deck. Bee Diggers want to make this a quick game. We did start already a little bit early. And they've taken advantage with a 5-0 lead. The pitch. That rise ball is upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. First inning brought to you by Buildings by Design. Another outstanding sponsor of Morgan County Athletics. The pitch. That is a called strike 3 on a changeup on the inner half, and there's 2 down as Olivia goes down on strikes. And here is Delaney Draggart. The pitch. That's up and away. Runner goes to second. The throw, the slide. She's in there. Looked like it hit off the knee, the left knee of Bruno. So it is a stolen base. And 1 ball and no strikes. Draggart hitting .286. The pitch. Up and away. Count levels at 2-0. Keely Langford, who hit a bullet on 1 hop to the shortstop, Strad, spelled S-T-R-N-A-D. That's the way it's showing up in the book. Is on deck. Swung on and fisted towards second. Shook charges, tosses to first for the out. And that is the final out of the inning. However, the Bee Diggers put together a very productive frame. For Brush, they get 5 runs on 5 hits. No errors and 1 left. Let's head to the second inning from Jocelyn Field. The Bee Diggers are looking for their 11th win in a row. It is Brush 5, Timnath nothing on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. First pitch is a strike to begin the second. The Bee Diggers lead the Timnath Cubs 5-0 in Brush. This is Zadia Diaz. Avery Lefevre to the plate. Up and in. The count levels at 1-1. Brush had 4 extra base hits, including a 2-run inside the park homer for Mason Unrein. And the wind starting to pick up, and that one is low. Ball 2, strike 1. Second inning brought to you by Stubbs Gas and Oil. Your one-stop shop does exist off I-76 and exit 66A in Wiggins. Pitches up and in, 3 balls and 1 strike. That's Stubbs Gas and Oil. Lefevre walked a batter to begin the game. That's a strike on the inside corner. It's 3-2. Yeah, this is by far. Well, they did play that tournament last weekend. On Saturday, it was not warm either. 3-2. Called strike 3 in the inside corner. Diaz goes down. And there's 1 down. Excellent pitch by Avery Lefevre. That is her first strikeout of the game, and here is Leilana Meckley, the catcher. And the offering. Swung on and grounded sharply to second. Nice play by Brisa. Lobs it to first for the out. And 2 down in the top of the second inning. That'll bring up the right-handed hitting Gabriella Janik, all righties so far in this lineup. Twirling that softball on the right hip is Lefevre. The pitch right there on the inside corner for a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Yeah, give these Cubs about a couple of seasons, 2-3 seasons. Once they catch up and get older, the offering. Swing and a miss. Plenty of heat on that one. And the count goes to no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2. Looking in. And the offering. Foul to the backstop. Remains at 0-2. 5-0 Brush in the top of the second inning against the Timnath Cubs. In Brush. The pitch. Changeup is a beauty. Boy, it froze Janik, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. To the bottom of the second we go. It's Brush 5. Timnath nothing on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Keely Langford leads off in the bottom of the second inning. Brush leads 5-0. The pitch swung on and grounded foul along the third base side. She's had 2 good swings. The only 2 pitches Keely's seeing after hitting a bullet that was backhanded by the shortstop Strand, and then she threw Keely out to lead off the bottom of the first. The pitch swung on line for a base hit into left field. Lots of topspin on that one. And that's the way the bottom of the second inning starts for Brush, the 6th hit for the Bee Diggers. And that'll bring up Braylon Rule. She walked and scored the first of Brush's 5 runs. Lily Miller to the plate. Swung on, grounded foul. No balls and 1 strike. In this second inning, brought to you by Stubbs Gas and Oil. Bee Diggers will be at University on Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. That should be a good one. We'll have that game on 10-10. And that is inside, runner to second. The throw is going to be up the second base side. An easy stolen base for Keely. Count levels at 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, you can see Timnath has some ability. They'll be better with some experience. That one bounces in. 2-1. But again, this is a roster replete with freshmen. 2 balls and 1 strike. The offering. Swung on and grounded to third. Nice play. The throw over to first going to be offline, and it gets away. Langford rounding third, and Keely will score. That'll be an error, allowing the base runner to reach after Janik was able to field it very nicely, but then took a while to get rid of it, then threw it away. Brush with a 6-0 lead. Carly Tatalini doubled and drove in a run. The pitch, swing and a miss on a changeup, and the ball gets away. On the wild pitch to third or the pass ball, I should say, is Braylon to third. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch, that is right there on the outside corner. It's 0-2. 6 runs, 6 hits for Brush. No runs, no hits for Timnath. No balls and 2 strikes, and the offering. And that's in the dirt, blocked nicely by Meckley. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, then we're going to get into the teeth of the schedule. You get University, you get Eaton Friday, October 7th. Swing and a miss, and a pitch tailing away, but the ball was dropped. Throw to first in time. Braylon breaks for the plate and scores, sliding in at 7-0, and one down in the bottom of the second inning. Strikeout recorded. Brisa Aguirre Garcia tripled in the first. And the pitch swung on and fisted towards center field. That's going to be a base hit. Did not hit it hard, but in the perfect spot. Second hit of the inning and seventh of the game for the Bee Diggers. Here's Avery Lefevre, who's been on a tear. 4 for 4 on Tuesday and then doubled and nearly hit a home run 1 inning ago. Lily Miller looks into the pitch. Swung on and grounded to third. Janik bobbles it, picks it up, throws to first. That'll be late. And that bobble allows Lefevre to reach second error of the inning. Here's Mason Unrein. Yeah, once that ball was bobbled and she picked it back up, that's how the hitter reached. First and second for Unrein. She hit a fly ball down the right field line. It painted the line, and it was an inside the park homer in the perfect spot. The pitch swung on and grounded foul. That was well off the plate. Bee Diggers are chasing on occasion. No balls and 1 strike. I know the philosophy is to swing early, but you got to swing at early strikes. And the 0-1 pitch swung on and lifted towards center field. Plenty of carry way back, and that's over the head of the Timnath center fielder. Getting to third is Aguirre Garcia, and into second is Lefevre. It's a long single, and the bases are loaded, and Unrein's 2 for 2. And I thought that had a chance to go out. Amaya Bruno singled in the first. The Bee Diggers now have 3 hits in the inning and 8 in the game. The pitch, that's a perfect strike on a changeup. No balls and 1 strike. Bases loaded, 1 out, 2 across in the bottom of the second inning. Brush leads the Timnath Cubs 7-0. The offering popped foul and out of play. Again, lots of off speed. I'm not sure where Amaya's going. Running all the way to first. That ball was never put in play. Running all the way down the line. No balls and 2 strikes. Jillick waiting to hit next. 0-2 to Bruno. The pitch swung on and lifted towards left center field. And that catch is going to be, is it no? The ball is dropped over there. That'll score Aguirre Garcia, sac fly with an error. Yeah, we don't have the left and center fielder written. We're going to have to find out who they are. That's a sac fly with an error. And Brush leads 8-0, still only 1 out. Should have been caught in the left center field gap. That's the first outfield error. Not that it matters. Swung on, that ball is lifted in foul territory, and it's going to be caught by the first baseman, Diaz. And there's 2 down. Olivia now 0 for 2 in the game. Delaney Draggart grounded to second. She's got a bases loaded situation with 2 outs. Miller to the plate, and that sails to the screen. Breaking for the plate and scoring is the courtesy runner for Lefevre. That's Reese Lambert. And Brush now leads 9-0. The other runners advance. So 2 in scoring position for Brush. The offering. Swung on, that's lifted into shallow left field. Is that going to drop? It will drop for a base hit. 2 runs are going to score, and it was barely over the head of the shortstop, put in a perfect spot. Draggart drives in 2. The Bee Diggers have 6 across. It's 11-0. Sometimes you don't have to hit them hard, but in a perfect spot. We'll have a courtesy run over at first base after the 2-run pop fly single by Draggart. Here's Keely Langford, had a base hit to begin the inning. And that one It's upstairs. Off the glove, runner to second. 1 ball and no strikes on the wild pitch. That's Castillo to second. That pitch is up and in. 2-0.
So I couldn't connect.
2-0 here to Langford. The pitch. Fisted foul, out of play. Keeley hit a line shot that was fielded on one hop by the shortstop in the first, Strand, and then a base hit and scored earlier in this inning. 10th hitter of the inning for Brush. They plated 6. The pitch, extremely high, sails to the screen. Castillo to third. Yeah, this is either going to be hopefully a 3-inning game as far as Brush is concerned. 3 balls and 1 strike to Langford. Swung on, driven into the left center field gap. That continues to roll. A run scores. Langford to second. It's a 2-out RBI double. Keeley's got 2 hits in the inning, and she's ripped those softballs into the outfield. Brush 12. Timnath nothing. Lots of torque on her swing. That ball has lots of action once it hits the grass. Here's Braylon Rule. The offering. That's upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. The run rule is very simple. You're up by 15 after 3 or 12 runs after 4, and that's the game. Right now, Brush is up 12-0. Excuse me. A little bit of wind blowing and swung on and lifted into right center field. That's going to be a long run, and that catch is going to be made by Gagnon in right field, and that will do it. Here in the bottom of the second inning, the Bee Diggers pick up 7 more runs. Brush gets 5 hits. There were 3 errors and 1 left. Let's head to the third in Brush. The Bee Diggers 12, the Cubs nothing on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Swing and a miss on the first pitch of the top of the third inning. This inning brought to you by Better Electric. No balls and 1 strike to Claire Scarborough from Avery Lefevre. And the offering. Swing and a miss on the outside corner. Well spotted. Lefevre with 21 pitches so far. 14 strikes and 7 balls. 0-2. And the offering. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the glove of Draggart. And it's a strikeout on 3 pitches of Scarborough. 1 out for Kate Gagnon. Lefevre now with 3 strikeouts in the game. Another right-handed hitter for the Cubs. The pitch. Inside. Oh, she went. It was inside, but she took a little swing at it. No balls and 1 strike. Avery Lefevre with the delivery. Did she swing there? I don't think so. 1-1. A little bit of a gust in Brush. I don't know if this game will take an hour. We are 36 minutes in. The offering. Swing and a miss and a pitch on the inner half. It's 1-2. They did have a base runner in the first inning, but that base runner was doubled up on a line drive double play. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss and a pitch down and away. 4 strikeouts for Lefevre. Gagnon goes down. Here's Alicia Schick. Michelle Headley is at first now, so there's been some defensive changes. In fact, they've got more than that defensively. They've shifted a lot of players. Swung on and grounded to second. Should be a routine play. Underhand toss to first. Let's see who made that. That was Castillo with the play over at second. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Avery Lefevre. 2 1/2 innings are in the books. It's Brush 12, Timnath nothing on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. 3 runs will end this game. That's all the Bead Diggers need. There's Alicia Hernandez. The pitch. A changeup is in there for a strike. And the offering. That's upstairs, and the count levels at 1-1. 5 runs in the first inning and 7 more in the second for Brush. And the offering. Swung on and chopped foul along the third base side. Count is at 1-2. To Hernandez, who is not in the starting lineup. Reese Lambert waits to hit next. Pitches up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, I think all the starters except Lefevre have been pretty much cleared from the starting lineup. The pitch swung on and grounded to third. Janik has it. The toss to first is going to be in time. Nice play by the third baseman on a hard hit ball to her left, and there's one down. That'll send up Reese Lambert. The pitch. Swung on, line for a base hit down the left field line. Then the ball skips away. And now headed for second is Lambert. That'll be the 4th error of the game for the Cubs. A base hit and an error. Here's Lefevre, the starting pitcher. Avery Lefevre, 1 for 2, a double and reached an error. The pitch. That is on the outside corner for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. And we have played 40 minutes. That's it. And it's 12-0 in the bottom of the third. The offering. Inside corner, strike 2. Throw to third. And that ball skips down the left field line. And steal for Lambert. No further advance. No balls and 2 strikes. Now the Bead Diggers don't score 3 runs, but they hold the Cubs in the top of the 4th, and it's 12 after 4, so they'll get it done that way. 0-2. The pitch, and that one sails to the screen. Here comes Lambert to the plate. The slide, she's in there on the wild pitch. 13-0 Brush. And a 1-2 count to Avery Lefevre. And games like this help you clear the bench. And the 1-2 offering. Swung on, driven deep to left field. And that stays in the field of play, but Lefevre is going to have at least a couple of bags. It goes underneath the netting. So it's her second double of the game. It's a ground rule double, an automatic double. And for Brush, unofficially, their 12th hit of the game. Here's Molly Wolf. First plate appearance for her. The offering from Miller. Swung on in line towards shallow center field. That drops for a hit. Lefevre's around third. The throw to the plate all the way through. She scores. And Wolf to second with an RBI single. The Bead Diggers have 14 on the board with 1 out in the third inning. I think this is Castillo. Let's see the pitch. Swung on and grounded right side. It's a base hit by Castillo. This could end the game. Wolf is around third. She's going to score, and the Bead Diggers are going to win this game 15-0 in 3 innings on a base hit from Castillo. And that should do it. Should be 15. That should be it. No, they play it through. It's 15 after 3. All right. Did they change the rules here? I just read the bulletin today. Swung on and fouled off to the right. Yeah, it's 15. There we go. Okay. We had an extra pitch, which doesn't count. And the Bead Diggers have won this game in 3 innings by a score of 15-0. A game that took a total of 44 minutes to play. We'll come back with a brief recap after this. In 3 innings, Brush 15. And the Timnath Cubs nothing on 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. The Brush Bee Diggers win the game this afternoon from Jocelyn Field in 3 innings over the Timnath Cubs, 15-0. Post-game show is brought to you by Advanced Agri Solutions. Make sure the nutrients you purchase for your field are getting to your crops. Get a full plan of seed, food, and water with Advanced Agri Solutions. Call Dusty or Roxy 970-571-2024. In a game that took 44 minutes, Avery Lefevre, the winning pitcher. The loss went to Lily Miller. And Brush scored 5 runs in the first, 7 in the second, and 3 in the third. They did get a 2-run homer from Mason Unrein, an inside the park homer. Quickly looking at the Bee Diggers. They got 2 hits apiece from Langford, Brisa Aguirre Garcia, Lefevre, and Unrein. And 2 RBIs apiece from Carly Tatalini, Unrein with a 2-run inside the park homer, and Delaney Draggart. Bee Diggers now 5-2 in league play, 13-2 overall. They carry an 11-game winning streak into Saturday morning's game, 11 o'clock on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network, as they will take on the University Bulldogs from Greeley. Timnath is 0-15 on the season, but again, a first-year school. I'm John Beltran. The final score once again from Jocelyn Field in 3 innings. Brush 15, Timnath nothing on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.